Rider University Athletics Hall of Fame. I'm Olivia Hoff.
And I'm Matt Metzger. Welcome to the best of the Rider Sports Report. One of the most popular teams here on campus is the Rider University men's basketball team. Coming off their huge opening win against 17th ranked Mississippi State, the Broncs returned home to the Bronx Zoo to tip off against the Lehigh Mountain Hawks. On Monday, November 16th, the Broncs tipped off against the Mountain Hawks of Lehigh University. The Broncs came out shooting and never looked back as they took the game 86-71. The win against Lehigh followed the huge victory over 18th ranked Mississippi State to improve their record to 2-0. Even with Virginia and Kentucky close on the schedule, Lehigh was one team to not be overlooked.
It's a good motivator for us. Starting off the season 2-0, it's great. Everybody's playing well, got a lot of team chemistry going, and we hope to make some noise in MAC this year.
In the victory, the Broncs relied heavily on the three-point shot as they went 55% from behind the arc.
Well, I think what people don't always realize, you have to take what the defense gives you. With our ability to drive the ball and score in the paint, Lehigh came into the game and just built a wall around the lane. We did have to rely on the three a little bit, but it wasn't our game plan as much as it was a product of how Lehigh decided to play. I don't care how many threes we take. I just try to focus on the quality of the shot. The quality of the shot was obviously pretty good because we shot 55% from three and broke a school record for three-pointers made.
The big man on campus that night was Novar Gadsden. Gadsden put up 20 points and was perfect from the field, going 3 for 3 from the three-point range and 7 for 7 from the field.
I just give credit to my teammates. They got me in the right position to do what I do, and that's to score the basketball.
Up next for the Rider Broncs is the Cancun Challenge, and their first two opponents, Virginia and 5th-ranked Kentucky.
Basically, just take every day a step at a time. You can't worry about the Kentuckys. We have to worry about Virginia first, and that's what we've been doing a great job with. We worried about Mississippi State, and then we're worried about Lehigh, and then go from there. Everybody's just so focused on each game at hand, and it's just really helping us just go along with the season and just get on the roll.
Best of luck to the men's basketball team down in Cancun, and folks, remember to come back out to Alumni Gym when the Broncs return home on Saturday, November 28th against Binghamton University. That was a huge win to open up the home portion of the schedule for the Broncs. Although it's a team effort that wins games, phenomenal individual performances never go unnoticed here in the Rider Sports Report. Novar Gadsden had a standout game. Tiffany Pukas has more.
Thanks, guys. This week I had the opportunity to sit down with Novar Gadsden of the Rider Broncs basketball team. We're debating whether we should call him Mr. Perfect or not, because he went 3 for 3 beyond the arc and 7 for 7 for two-pointers. So I sat down with Novar to see how he's handling all this excitement of the season, and this is what he had to say.
Basically, just to dominate that team. We're supposed to dominate that team from the beginning to the end. Knowing that we came over a big upset over Mississippi State, it would have meant a lot to us blowing that team out.
Wow, what a great dunk. Hey, Novar, what was going through your head?
Knowing that my coaches and my player and my teammates have confidence in me, it helps me out a lot on the basketball court.
Hey, Novar, where do you see the Rider Broncs and yourself come March?
Hopefully the NCAA tournament. I really think we deserve it. We practice hard. Preparation is the key of everything.
So what's with the number 23?
I always wanted to wear that jersey number since I was little, and when I first came here, Coach Baggs, which is the assistant coach, said that they didn't have that number, that jersey size and my size, so I figured that I'll wear it my sophomore year. And it's a symbol of LeBron James.
So, Mr. Perfect, Novar, we wish you the best of luck during the rest of the season, and hopefully you can live up to the legend of the number 23. This has been Tiffany Pukas for the Rider Sports Report.
During the college athletics season, there are many big games. There's the home opener, there's playoff games, there's games that set records, and most importantly, there's championship games. But a close second to the championship game is the rivalry game. We here at Rider University got our first taste of the TCNJ Rider ice hockey rivalry as they faced off in their first of 2 matchups in the regular season. Tiffany Pukas has more.
Thanks, guys. This week I'm on location at the Luke's Ice Center in Lawrenceville, where our own Rider ice hockey team will be taking on their rivals, TCNJ. This ice may be really cold, but this team is fired up.
We just got a forecheck. We are the better team. We have the better record. We just have to stick to our game plan. We can't play down to their level.
I think we should use our speed and our power, and our goaltend's better than that, so I think we get some good shots on, we'll be able to put the game away.
In years past, when we did have tough games versus them, We played down to their level, and they made us pay for it. And then the playoff game last year, we realized that we were the better team, and we played like we should. So if we stick to that tonight, the game will fall in place like we should.
The game started out with great intensity as Rider scored early with a goal from Frank Garvey. But TCNJ fired back as Scott McClintock scored, and at the end of the first period, it seemed to be an ice match. So right now we're at the end of the first quarter. The score is tied 1-1. This crowd is totally fired up for Rider. They want to see this team win, so I really hope they pull through. They're playing excellent defense, so we'll see at the end of the game if they actually pull through and take the victory against TCNJ. The game then continued with Rider scoring 3 goals from Frank Garvey, Andrew Michael, and Nick Saviano. And TCNJ scored 2 goals by Eli Klein and Scott McClintock. The intensity began to rise on and off the ice in the second period. As we came to the final period, there was a scuffle and even a goal from Eli Klein from TCNJ. But Rider came out on top with 2 goals from Mike Junod and Brian Folks to win the game and end the first part of this rivalry against TCNJ.
Just, they kept it closer than we thought they were going to, and we know we had to step it up to beat them. So I think everyone did, from our freshmen to our seniors, everyone really played their best game tonight, and we were able to win the game.
We thought that we were the better team throughout the game. We knew that if we just put a couple goals in, that we were going to break them down. First period was tied. After the first period was tied, we knew if we just popped a couple goals in quick, they would shut down, and basically that's what happened. If you let a team like that hang around too long, they can surprise you, but we took care of the job.
I think we played pretty tough, There's some things we need to work on in practice, from our back checking to just having better position in defense, but I thought we played a good game and we should be able to beat them again next time.
The second game is going to be just as big as this. The thing is about making the playoffs in our league, if we play every team twice that's in our league, and if you can beat them both times, you really secure a spot in the playoffs. So you really don't want to split with a team, you don't want to lose both, or you don't want to go 1-1. So the second game's probably going to be bigger than this game, because if they get a split, then they're right back in the mix for the playoff spot.
It's always cool to play in front of big crowds, For the TCNJ game, there always is big crowds, and just win the game in front of them is just like a bonus.
Our Rider University ice hockey team played an amazing game tonight, offensively and defensively, against TCNJ, winning the game 6-4. They play them again in another 2 weeks, and we'll definitely be here for that one. Don't worry about that. Those TCNJ fans, yeah, they kind of ran out of here in a hurry. Don't worry about that. We'll see them in 2 weeks. This has been Tiffany Pukas for the Rider Sports Report.
As always, the Bronx and the Lions lived up to the hype. Luckily for the Bronx, they came out on the winning end this time. We look forward to seeing their second matchup later this season.
As Matt mentioned earlier, championships are a big deal. This year, the biggest deal at Rider University was the World Series. The 2009 World Series really hit home with the Rider University students as the Yankees and Phillies got it on.
Being that Rider University is so close to Philadelphia, there are a lot of Phillies fans running around this campus. But there are a lot of people that don't live in this area who are rooting for the New York Yankees. So I went around campus to see who everyone's rooting for in this 2009 World Series.
The Phillies, of course.
The Yankees.
I'd have to say the Phils, even though they're down 3-1.
Yeah, they're not going to win. The Yankees have come this far, so they're not.
So have the Phils.
They won 1 game.
Yes, they have, but it's not over yet.
Okay.
We still have Cliff Lee.
Okay.
And Pedro Martinez.
Look at my hat.
Yankees?
Yeah.
I'm a little doubtful right now, but I think the Phils could still pull through.
I think the Yankees are going to win tonight and finish up the World Series.
Alex is doing his thing. Ryan Howard, he showed up, but he ain't doing nothing. It's pretty much over. I'm looking at a 4-1.
We got Cliff Lee pitching tomorrow, so hopefully, we can win that game and then take it from there, I guess.
So far, it's been pretty good. Lots of my Philly friends are talking smack, but the Yankees are going to finish it up tonight.
I think it's exciting to see that the school is basically split down the middle, and it's rare because, back home it's a completely different story, but here living in Jersey, it's weird it's being half split, so it's interesting.
Awesome. We couldn't have asked for a better matchup. Basically, I know I'm in Kroger and it's 50-50, so it gets pretty crazy when we all watch the game together. So yeah, it's definitely been fun. So no matter who wins, it's still been definitely a fun time.
It's fun that it's split because it's you're either a Yankees fan or a Phillies fan, so there's no in between. Unless you're a Mets fan, then there's just, I don't even know.
It's cool because I'm not from New Jersey, but I am a Yankees fan, so I don't know. It's cool.
It's obviously New York and Philly are both big sports towns, and it's real split. Yesterday was really good, especially because it's Giants and Eagles and Phillies and the Yankees, so that was really good yesterday, even though both Philly teams didn't win.
So it seems like this campus is pretty divided on who's rooting for who. I guess we're going to have to wait till the game later to see who's going to win. I can't tell you who I'm rooting for, but I wish both teams the best of luck. This has been Tiffany Pukas for the Rider Sports Report.
So I guess those who predicted that the Bronx Bombers would win were right. But don't worry, Phillies fans, there's always next season.
Going back to men's basketball, there are many memorable moments that will be forever remembered here on campus. Dan Petrino, the host of All Fired Up, asks Rider basketball fans their most memorable moments. Dan, take it away.
Hey guys, welcome to All Fired Up. I'm Dan Petrino. Today, I'm talking Rider men's basketball. The season's starting to heat up, the MAC conference games are starting, and already Rider has a big win against a ranked opponent under their belt. Now I wanted to see how that moment compared to all the other memorable moments that Rider's basketball team has given us throughout the past couple years. So I went around campus and I asked you what you thought was your most memorable moment.
Actually, pretty recently when Rider beat the 18th ranked team in the country, Mississippi State.
This year when they beat Mississippi State.
When they beat St. Joe's on TV this year.
My most memorable moment from the Rider basketball team was actually driving up with a buddy to Buffalo last year and watching them play in Niagara.
My most memorable Rider basketball moment is Ryan Thompson's walk-off layup against Siena last year.
I remember the first exhibition game against Westchester, they threw an alley-oop to Ryan Thompson. He threw it down pretty hard. It was pretty cool.
For me, most memorable Rider basketball moment this year was watching the Bronx beat Mississippi State on ESPN.com.
My most memorable moment at Rider for basketball season would have to be my freshman year when Jason Thompson was here and there was just no walking room, no standing room, nothing in the gym. The gym was just packed. It was just packed every game.
Okay, those were all great moments, exciting games, spectacular plays. That's what Rider men's basketball gives to everyone. It's memories for a lifetime. In my opinion, my most memorable Rider basketball moment has got to be earlier this year when the Rider Bronx knocked off Mississippi State, the 18th ranked team in the country at the time. The campus was going nuts. It was crazy. That had to be the biggest win in Rider basketball history. And that's why it is my #1 most memorable moment in Rider basketball history. Unless they top it later on this year. All right, that's it for me. I'm going to send it back to you guys because I got to go cool off. See ya.
You know, Matt, we had a great time filming this Rider Sports Report this semester. It's been fun bringing the campus all the weekly sports updates.
It has been a ton of fun, Olivia, but before we close out the show for the final time for this semester, I want to give my thanks to everyone who's played a crucial role in bringing the Rider Sports Report to you guys every week. First, I want to thank you for coming out on your own time and helping me as my co-anchor of the show. I know it's a lot of work, but you put up with me and everyone else here, so thank you very much. I want to thank Dave Thomas and Kevin Rafferty. They're the guys behind the camera. They put up with me and Olivia, but they did a great job all semester. Our writer, Megan Tazensky, she did a great job writing our scripts. Without her, we'd have nothing to say to you guys. I want to thank all my on-air talent, Travis Hastings, Josh Feltry, JJ Duke, Shaquille Sutton, Tiffany Pukas, and Dan Petrino. All of those guys played a crucial role in bringing us the segments to show you, the viewers. Finally, I want to thank my senior co-producer. You guys know him as Sal B. I know him as my roommate, Sal Brucaleri. He's a great guy, did a phenomenal job week in and week out, and I couldn't thank him enough for the work he's done. Finally, I want to thank everyone at the Rider University Network and Scott Albaum. Without them, the show wouldn't be possible. So for the final time, for Olivia Hoff, I'm Matt Metzger. Rider, have a great week.